Hi there, everybody. My name is Chris here at the South Florida Science Center and Aquarium, and I'd like to welcome you to another virtual science short. What we're going to be looking at today is called a chicken cup. And no, it's not what you're thinking. This is a chicken cup. A chicken cup is a homemade musical instrument that kind of sounds like a chicken. A chicken cup is based on a real musical instrument. It's called a cuica. There's also an animal called the cuica. That's a different video. The musical instrument cuica is heavily used in Brazil in music like samba. So how does a chicken cup work? How does it make sound? Well, let's back up. Let's talk about what sound is in the first place. Sound is basically vibrations. A vibration is when something moves back and forth really fast. When it moves back and forth, it pushes on the air around it. That air gets pushed into more air, and that air gets pushed into other air, so you have this wave of vibrating air that moves out from our vibrating object. If those vibrations are big enough, they can actually make it all the way to our ears, where they vibrate our eardrums inside of our head, and our brain interprets that as sound. So on our chicken cup, when you grab the string, hold it tight, and slide your fingers down the string, it makes tiny vibrations. If I do that with my other piece of string, you don't hear anything. That string is vibrating, but the vibrations are too small. That's where the cup comes in. Because this string is attached to the cup, when the string vibrates, the cup vibrates as well. Since the cup is a little bit bigger, it vibrates more air, which allows the sound to travel further and be louder. The more air you can move, the louder the sound is going to be. So if we had a bigger cup, we can make even louder noises. The size of the cup will also change the pitch or how high or low your sound is going to be. So that's the basics of how the chicken cup works. Now I'll show you how to make it. It's really simple. So here's what you're going to need. First, you'll need a plastic cup. You can use paper cups for this, but they have to be really sturdy. And this is a nice way to recycle your old plastic solo cups from your last party or get together. You'll also need a paper clip or a toothpick. You'll need some string and a pair of scissors. Optional ingredients that might help you out is a little bit of water and a small piece of paper towel. Remember, for this activity, we're going to be using sharp things like scissors. So please make sure you have an adult to help you out. If you're already an adult, please be extra careful as you do this. The first thing we need to do is make a hole in the bottom of the cup. The hole doesn't have to be really big, just big enough to get the string through. The next step is to cut the string. You want to give yourself a nice long piece of string to start out with. Go at least 2 feet long. You can always shorten this up at the end by cutting more off, but you can't add more to it. Now that you've cut your string, the next step is to tie one end of it to something like a paper clip or a toothpick. It doesn't really matter what you use as long as it's pretty sturdy. All it's really going to do is keep your string from sliding all the way through the hole in the bottom of the cup you made and help us transfer some of those vibrations from the string to your cup. This time I'm going to use a paper clip since I already used a toothpick in my first chicken cup. The materials you use can sometimes make your chicken cup sound different. You don't have to use any fancy knots. You just have to make sure that it's tied tightly and it's not going to come loose when you pull on the string. Our last step is to take the free end of your string and tuck it into the hole in the bottom of the cup. You want to start from the outside of the cup going into the cup. And then you're going to pull that string all the way through until your paper clip or your toothpick catches on the bottom of the cup and stops the string from sliding through anymore. And now you have a chicken cup. So now you have your chicken cup. Let's look at a couple different ways you can play this musical instrument. The easiest way is to pull the string tightly while holding the cup in the other hand and use your finger to pluck the string. The more traditional way would be to hold the cup in one hand and pull down on the string while holding it tightly between two fingers. This way takes a little more practice. Some strings work better than others as well. If you're having trouble, here's where that optional water and paper towel come in handy. You can take a little piece of that paper towel, dip it in some water. I'm gonna squeeze out all the extra. You don't want your paper towel to drip water all over you while you're playing your chicken cup. Hold the cup, and this time you're gonna wrap that paper towel around the string and then pinch the string with the paper towel in between your fingers. That helps vibrate the string a little bit better than just using your fingers. You could also try getting your fingers a little bit wet, and it might do the same thing. And that's how you make a chicken cup. Try it yourself and let us know in the comment how it works. Tell us what materials work best for you, and tell us if it really sounded like a chicken, or maybe if it sounded more like something else. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, make sure you give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you next time with more Virtual Science Shorts.